Well, hello and welcome. Today we're in Flint Hill, Virginia. We're here with Mr. Jim Hankins. Jim is the executive director of the Fauquier Education Farm. And Jim, we've loved to come and see you a lot and talk about vegetables, but we're in a different location now. Tell us about it.
You know, Chris, we've been talking at the Education Farm for 10 years now. We have covered every subject and some of them 2 or 3 times. And I realized recently that there was one type of gardening that we hadn't really talked about that's really near and dear to my heart, and that's container gardening. So I invited you guys to my deck, you know, because you've seen the Education Farm where I'm raising 10 acres of vegetables, and it's about a lot of pressure and a lot of hard physical work. When I get home, I cannot have that. I want my deck to be the happiest place to sit on earth, and part of that means that I'm going to fill it up with plants, and that it has to be really, really easy. So container gardens are the way to go.
And I know one of the things we talked about earlier, and I can see it here, is that you've got different size containers. They're all different sizes. Let's go look at some of these, and I want to talk a little bit more about what you've got and maybe what some growers could, or what some gardeners could use on their patio or deck.
Absolutely.
Well, Jim, this is a sunny location on your deck. Really nice. I know you've got some shade too, but you know, these pots are really amazing. I know over here, with this is coleus, right?
Yep.
You've got a nice decorative looking plastic pot.
One of the most important things about a container garden is get the largest pot you can. A larger pot will not dry out as quickly. So, you know, that's about a 15-gallon plastic pot. I've got a lot of grow bags out here. But a larger volume will hold moisture better. Okay. You're not going to have to water as frequently. And it can allow you to do crazy things like grow banana plants.
I know, look at this. And this is a large pot. It was almost 2 feet apart across there?
This is a 25-gallon nursery pot. Okay. I bought some wholesale. I had to buy 10 of them to get the price. I used 2 of them. It's probably a lifetime supply of them, but it was a whole lot cheaper than buying nice pots at a garden center. Sure. And like I said, large pots make a big difference.
I got you. I see some more over there. Let's run around there and see what size pot.
Sure.
Well, Jim, that's another really large pot, and you've got one here too. This is what you call a grow bag?
The grow bags, the felt grow bags, they work beautifully, but they will get moss growing on them. Yeah. And they will not last very long. Okay. 4 or 5 years but they, you know, you can get them for a couple bucks. Gotcha. You know, one of the things that I really love about the way I've got the garden set up are my benches. Oh. I created them first in order to protect the deck. But I love the way all of a sudden everything got taller and more dramatic. It's much easier on an old guy like me when I'm changing out soil, doing things like that. Sure. You know, everything. And I can sweep with a leaf blower. I'm not knocking over plants with my hose. It's really easy.
That makes sense. Yeah, really nice way you've done this. Just with dimensional lumber, some milk crates and some cinder blocks. Looks really good. Yep. I was going to say, what kind of media do you have in here? What is this?
You know, you can get away with buying really inexpensive plants and putting them in really good quality soil and get spectacular results. Okay. But you cannot put good plants in poor soil. Okay. So I'm buying the best, you know, I like buying large compressed bales of potting soil. Again, the wholesale nurseries will sell you that sort of stuff. Okay. I'm not replacing the soil every year. Oh. You know, I'll take out the root ball, I'll take out the top 2 or 3 inches, I'll mix some in, and when I'm doing it, I'm not afraid to put in a little small handful of fertilizer before I'm planting the stuff.
But that saves you on cost though, too.
It saves you tremendously on cost. I don't have to buy, you know, 40 pots full of soil every year.
Gotcha. That's an amazing plant right there.
This is an Abyssinian banana that I overwintered. Last fall, I literally just took a handsaw, cut off the top of it, stuck the whole pot down in my basement, and then brought it back up this spring. It looked awful during the month of May before it started putting out good leaves. And now on this elevated bench, before the end of the summer, it'll be over 10 feet from the deck.
Jim, the plants look so good. Do you have an irrigation system that automatically waters all these?
No, this is about no work. But, you know, invest in a decent wand.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't seem like work when I'm watering out here. And this is really very easy. I love having a thumb control that allows me to release just a little for a small pot, or come up here and let go a gusher when I know I need it. This is an angel's trumpet. You know, every garden should have a big showpiece, and this wasn't really a particularly expensive plant. And again, it's on a bench. This is only about a 5-foot tall plant, but a tall pot on a bench, and all of a sudden I've got this nice 9-foot beautiful drama for my porch.
I really like it. Overall, this is amazing. I can see why you want to relax here, and I see how it's not a lot of work. You have to water a little bit, watch that.
Yep.
But the costs aren't too high either if you can reuse things over and over.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks again. It's good seeing you today.
I'm happy to have you here.
Well, for more information about gardening in containers, contact your local county extension office and talk to a master gardener. For From the Ground Up, I'm Chris Mullins. We'll see you next time.
From the Ground Up is presented with the generous advice and assistance of Virginia Cooperative Extension. Visit their website at ext.vt.edu.